A little bit look I'll be online quicker than I was today.
Alright.
Come on, surprise me. Surprise me.
Alright, everybody. Welcome to our channels. Got Tubbfarmer here and Chris Larkin. Today,
Hi.
we are on Marwell Manor for a map tour. Welcome back, and sit back, get you some popcorn, water, candy bar, whatever you need.
Oh,
And
yeah, stealing my line.
yeah, that kind of stuff. And we're going to try to get through this as quick as possible. I know that there's been several map tours of Marwell Manor, but some of our subscribers wanted this, and so we're going to do a quick map tour. Chris, how you doing today?
Fine. Like I said, we're doing this map tour, and for some reason, even though I was streaming earlier on about half an hour ago, it still doesn't load up fast enough. Anyway, so I will get there in the end. But if you are going, if anyone's going to be watching me, if you are going to be sending me in a chat, just if I don't respond straight away, that is the reason why. Okay. So as Tubbs rightly put it, we are now going to do our second map tour for our subscribers that we started here last night. Last night we done Hagenstad, which both myself and Tubbfarmer really like. We really do like that map. So this one is Marwell Manor by Oxygen David. I will say this was also apart from the Statue of Lepacho, which came out as part of the Giants triple maps that came out, this was the first map that came out in FS19. So it's been a while. I kind of done a quick let's play on it when it came out first. To be quite honest with you, I'm going to let you now know with all true transparency, I did not like this map. Right, so I'm letting you know now. An update had come in the meantime, so maybe it's changed a little bit for me to actually enjoy it now. But back when it came out first, no, I didn't. So this is going to be kind of like a fresh map tour for myself also, because I haven't been back on it since the update.
Nope. So
right, first off, guys, right, from what I remember, right, you start off in this the main farm. Now we, once again, for those who are going to be watching this in multiplayer, if you're going to go straight into this in multiplayer, you will not get these sheds because you start off in farm manager or start from scratch. The reason why I'm able to do it now is because I went in and set up a single player game first in New Farmer, and that's why I got all this. So if you want to have all this equipment in a multiplayer, you need to go in and set up a New Farmer single player game first, come back out and then set up your multiplayer. Then you get all this equipment. So that's the reason why we have it. Other than that, you don't get none of this in the multiplayer, right? So this is the main yard. On this yard you also get your cows and you also get sheep. Your main house, and then what looks like a guest lodgings and stuff like that. So if you wanted to kind of go down where you're going to have a B&B on your farm, that's something you can also look at. So what we'll do then is we'll run up to where the sheep is, which is on the far side of this cow pen. You've also got your silage dump here, your silage pit, and then this is your sheep area right here. So I will say this, okay? I'm not going to diss the whole map. I like the way he has the area set up for the sheep and the cows. Okay, I will say that. So I like, that's something positive about the map. I do like this kind of area itself. It's the whole map in general I didn't really like at the start. So that being said, we'll now run up to where I was going to say where Tubbs is, but Tubbs is on the roof. As you can see, he more messes than anything else. Okay, we do get a bit of silage storage in here. Now, we're not going to do a equipment run-through tour like we did on most of our maps, because we're just going to give you the map tour itself. So we're going to try and run through this as fast as we can. We'll give you all the sell points and stuff, but you do get some decent equipment to start out with. Okay, let's just say that, especially in new farmer mode, you do get a bit of decent equipment to start out with, so you don't have to worry about it. So up here then is your garage. Now, in New Farmer, well, in Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, this is the only placeable that you actually get. Okay, this garage. Okay, so this is your silo, more sheds, a bit more equipment into it. The storage on it is actually quite good, I have to admit. I mean, like, there is decent storage here, you know. So Tubbs, first impression of the area itself, the main farm, you know, not the whole map in general. How do you feel about the main farm itself?
No, I mean the farm itself has got a good layout. I like how the sheds are situated. I like that you got big storage here. But I'm like you, this was not probably one that I was excited about. But I do like the layout so far as like the storage sheds and stuff like that. Oh, here's a work vehicle shed. Okay. Lime silo.
Yeah, my chat's up and running, finally. You know what I think it could be right now? I'm kind of going off the subject a small little bit, guys, so bear with me. I'm always having trouble with my live chats and all loading up really quick, and normally it should load up straight away. Mine doesn't, and I'm thinking that maybe my laptop needs a good clean. So, like, there could be one or two programs that are slowing it down or something, so I need to have a look at it. Right, so that being said, so we've now shown you the main area of the farm and everything else. I'm with Tubbs on the fact I do like the main area setup. The only thing I probably would change is probably this shed right here where the trailers and all are. I mean, it's not really giving you a whole lot of space to turn around and stuff like that if you have big equipment. So that there probably will be. Becky says I ain't cleaning the laptop. Oh, she knows me too well. Right, so guys, I'm going to follow Tubbs. I think he went up the hill, and now Tubbs, he's after doing a map tour in a combine harvester, so it's going to be a very slow map tour on his behalf.
There's not very many places we're going to go to.
So guys, so here's how we're going to do. Okay, last night on Hagenstad there was a lot of places where we had to get to and everything else. It took us an hour to do a map tour, even though we only wanted to do it within a half hour or so. So with this one, we will probably teleport to some places. We might use the terraform and mod just to get up really high and as hover as far as we can and stuff like that. Or that we will drive to some of it. So the first thing you will notice, there is collision on trees, okay, but there is no collision on fences, except for the wooden fence. Okay, the wooden fence there is collisions, but the hedge fence there isn't. So field wise, now so straight away you probably will look at the map and think that looks different from most maps, and you'd be right. The one good thing that Oxygen David does is he uses Google and Google image, and it tries to set his fields in accordance with a proper Google image. So this is a real area in Gloucester, I think it is. So that's what he done, and he used then the Google image to actually place that's where his map is. So these fields are
right
what they are in real life.
Hey, Bungie and Landon, how are you doing?
Right, so like this isn't a map that's really fictional. It's actually based on a real life place in England, and then each field that you see that's on my PD at the moment, and then Tubb will bring up his one for his side, you can. These are actually real fields in real position in real time in this area. Okay, so that's one. So like that's one good thing I like about him, is he goes a little bit extra to actually get that area. Now, in saying that, I like his Oakfield a lot better than I like his Marwell Manor. And Oakfield has done something similar, so it's the very same thing. Right, so as you can see, like you start off with field 19, 18, and 15. Now the thing is, if you're going to sell them, you cannot sell them separately. So if you're going to sell each of those fields, you're going to have to sell all your farm. Right, so just bear that in mind. If you're going to start off in New Farmer and you want to sell one of those fields and make a few pounds, you can't. Right. If you're going to sell any of those fields, you're selling them all at once, including your farm. So the only way you can sell your farm is to sell all your placeables and all as well. So just bear that in mind, that you can't sell those three separate. It's not like in most maps where you can sell separate fields. That one you can't. You sell the whole three things. That is the one thing I did not really like about this map, is the one thing that peed me off. And I think it's also one thing that kind of stopped me from playing this map as such, because when I started out, like we always do, I was trying to do let's play as realistic as possible. I would run into debt, and I wanted to buy and sell a field to make a few pounds. I was thinking, I don't use field 19, I can sell field 19, and I couldn't. I was like, oh no, that's it, and that was for me. So Tubbs, how did you feel about the fact that when you were going to sell your fields, you couldn't?
Yeah, I don't like the pairing of fields much, but some maps do that, and it's like you said, if you want to individualize your farm experience, it's hard to do in a map like this. So
yeah, exactly. Right, guys, so what I'm going to do is, okay, we're actually in the shop area at the moment, so we give the shop. This is your shop area. You have the usual, your sell points, your buy points. Now, just to show you this is your sell point, okay, and your return point right here. Your buy, right, so when you buy, everything respawns here, which is okay. But if you want to go realistically, you have to go into the shop itself. You have to go all the way to the front of this building. Right, so you're going right up here to the top, and then you actually go inside. Right, so just to bear that in mind. Other than that, it's the very same as most maps. But so if you are going to play where you want to walk into a building to actually pretend you're talking to someone, it's right up there. Right. So from here, I'm not going to hop into the tractor. What I'm going to do, I'm going to teleport to it, and I'm going to go straight over to our horse pasture. Right, the horse paddock, and that's over here. Okay, so this is your horse paddock. Now you will have to buy these separate, okay, so as you go along you buy them all separate, so like it's not part, like even though it's placed down on the map, you still have to buy them, right, so just bear that
Hey
mind.
Dylan, how are you doing tonight?
You also have a horse riding pasture on here, so if you wanted to, instead of go around for 5 minutes riding your horses all around the map, you can just come over here and jump for 5 minutes like Tubbs is doing. Yeah. Not very well, by the way, but yeah, he's doing it. Right, so all these trailers are actually all placeables, which I find nice, but I pity you didn't have these in the game. Like this horse trailer right here is actually a fantastic looking horse trailer. Right, so more sheds, more horse trailers. So this is your buy point, your sell points and stuff like this, your straw and whatever else you're going to be doing. Right, so we might as well run over here then, Tubbs, across bin 9 over to the sell points. Remember at it?
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, there's no collisions on your fences and all, so. Right, so here's our first sell point. It's the spinnery, it's the biogas plant, it's the green dance dairy or something like that, and the animal dealer. Right, so that's all over here. They're all in one area. You also get your fuel. This is your biogas plant for your silage and stuff like that. Just bear in mind, even though the trigger is here now, this isn't the trigger, okay? The trigger itself, it's right in about here. So when you're doing your bales, you kind of have to drop your bales onto the pit for it to actually work. So if you drop them here, they don't disappear. Like now that's where it was when it came out first. So I don't know about the update. I haven't tried it in the update, so I don't know if it's still the same or not. Yeah, no, the trigger was very, very small there. It was in the corner. It was terrible.
I didn't play it long enough to know.
Right, so with that being said, I think then we can jump back into our tractors. And we can head out, because straight across the road from here, guys, is where your chickens and your pig pasture is. Like I said, you're still going to have to buy this area, so you're not given this area, okay? So you're going to have to buy it, alright? All the gates do open, which is always a good thing. Right, so in here is your pigs and your chickens. Okay, so, and that's another thing about Oxygen Davis maps that I actually really do like. I will say that, and Tubbs know that, is here your chickens roam free. They're not in pens, so you have them all running around all the feed and the area and everything else. So, right, so here's where your egg pallets land up. Here's where your feed is. Here's where you buy your chickens. So the usual stuff. So we just throw a few chickens out there so you can see what I mean by they're running around free, so free roaming. You have a bit of storage in here and also in the shed right here. So once again, like I said, you only own 3 fields, and those 3 fields are fairly big, but if you wanted to sell them to buy a different field, you can't. You would need to have the money to actually buy another field. So over here is your pigs. So same thing as over there for your chickens, guys. Here's the water trough. Here's where you buy them. There's a sell point also. There's your slurry. And here's more slurry, and then here's fuel. And here's the feed trough for the pigs. So even this area I actually quite like. I like this area. It's on like a real old-fashioned farm, congested and stuff like that. So if you're using really big equipment on this map, which I would not suggest, by the way, you would have trouble turning and stuff like that if you had the big mud and stuff. Also, guys, up here is your barn for your hay sell point. Now this will take grass, hay and straw, but it will not take silage bales, okay? So the only way you can sell your silage on this is with the BGA, or if you had the bale sell point, then you just place onto your map somewhere. Right, Tubbs, where are we heading down now?
I was gonna go down
You're
to
heading out
the...
to the egg cell point? Yeah, okay, I'm following you down there. Right, so if you want to continue the narration there.
Hey, they got a zoo and a hotel here.
They do, but it's not really a zoo.
Let's see.
Like we run down there, but it's not really a zoo there. What are you on the far side? What are you doing?
I got the combine stuck, so I'll just kind of wing it.
Right, so what I'll do is leave this here. So, Excel point, guys. I don't know if Tubbs went in there. So,
No, I didn't.
and where are we going for the Excel point? Right, here we go.
This must be where all the wood chips and
So this is the Excel
cell.
point, guys. Okay. It's also very close to Marwell Manor itself. Actually, no, it is Marwell Manor. Now we have a simple here, so when you get really drying stuff on a hot day, you can go swimming. There's also a tennis court, basketball court. Let's try a 3-pointer. I'll come on and pick up the
You
ball.
can sell
What's the story?
manure up here too. On this one.
Right, so this is Marwell Manor, guys. If anyone wants to know what it is, Marwell is just down there, the manor itself. And this is like a kind of a guest house, you could say.
Interesting.
And once again, Tubbs is after leaving his vehicle behind.
Yep. Didn't make sense driving it.
Right. So in here, guys, right now, your horse paddock is where I showed you where I was. This is just a horse stable. It doesn't do nothing. Yeah. Except you also have a training area. That's the only thing you have. It's the second one that's on the map. But other than that, like, there's no sell point here. There's no like, you can't place your horses here. Oh my god, I just hit a car and it knocked me over. That's one thing about the static vehicles in this on this map. They're just barely tipping you go flying. Right, so sawmill, I'm go to the sawmill area. As far as I know, I think up here by the sawmill, guys, this is also what Tubbs was on about earlier on, about the zoo and stuff. Right, but it's not really a zoo, so don't expect to see animals and things up here. It's not going to work. But this is your sawmill. There's where you sell your wood chips. Here's where you sell your logs. So it's pretty much standard, the very same as what you see in most on most of the maps with your sawmills. The only difference is down here, as far as I know, I think is your zoo down here, or supposed to be, but it doesn't do none, right? So don't expect to see. Well, which is a pity. It would be nice to actually. Oh my, what the hell is going on here? Is there something underneath the map?
You're at the end of the map, I guess.
No, there's something underneath the map here. Look. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, isn't that crazy? Look.
That's why I left my vehicle where it was.
This is one of the reasons why I don't like this map. And yeah, right, we move on before damage gets done.
Rainbow stores. I'm gonna jump over here.
Right,
Like
so
I said, there's rainbow
where,
stores.
where we jumping there? Oh yeah, I see
It's
there.
got a manure sell point and a sell point for crops.
Yep,
That's about it.
Keep the narration,
Yeah,
keep the narration going.
that's about it. Little buildings and stuff. That's about it. That's all you get here. So, not much to it.
Right, so this is your manure. Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is water, but I'm not sure if this is actually water. You get water from here. It doesn't show up on the screen, so I'm not sure if that's usable.
I don't know. I never played this map much, so I don't know. Alright.
So
What's the
from
next
here,
point?
I guess the next place then will be
Back to the sheep and cows, which is at the main farm. That's about it.
yep, back to the main farm. So what we'll do, guys, is right, we'll hop back into our vehicles and we'll just drive down and show you the scenery of it. But basically, that's the whole map, alright? So it's your map is actually inside this red boundary, which is a pity because like there is at the end of field 18. So what we'll do is we'll hop into the terraforming for a second. And we're going to shoot down to where field 18 is.
I can't do terraforming.
Well, are you not farm manager?
Nope.
1 second. Okay. Right, so if we shoot into this and go straight down to field 18, which I am, as you can see, guys, look, this is a whole farmyard down here that is usable if you can get in here. Only problem is you can't, right? This is field 18, and then that's the boundary of it right there. You just can't pass that, which is a whole pity because it looks like another fantastic place down here. Big wide open fields and a nice little area for storage and stuff, but can't use it. That's like what that there was another thing I didn't like about the map. He was giving you these areas, but at the same time he wasn't giving them to you, you know. Right, I think that is the map tour, guys. So myself and Tubbs, we will I guess we will just jump back to the main farm, or even drive back our vehicles to the main farm, whatever the case may be.
I'm already here.
Right then, so do you want to give your opinion of the map before I head down there?
So here's the thing. So Marwell Manor, as you can tell, has large fields in it, and I'm not opposed to large fields. So if this is your thing, this is a great place to be. With the update, there's still a little bit of few glitches in it, as we showed a while ago. With Chris kind of flipping over, you got some collisions on different things, whereas like some of the grass borders, there's not collisions unless you have a header on, that sort of mess. So it's kind of hit and miss. So it's up to you. I played it for maybe a day or so. This was not my cup of tea, but Oxygen David is very good about putting out some great maps. It is a good map. It's just up to your playing likes. So, but anyway, it's a good map. It's got everything here that you need. It is just not my style of map, but it is a good map.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, guys, right, it was those little small glitches. Right, and you saw me do one where I was just driving and for no apparent reason I flipped. So there's quite a few of those on this map. Now unless he got to them all and he missed that one, I don't know on the update. Also, by the way, guys, I didn't show you this one. This is where your milk spawn is, right here, okay? And then that's your slurry or your manure, right? So, in total, I do like the map, right? I will say that. I like the map for the topography and, you know, the layout and realistically the hedges and the trees and the looks of the map, okay? So, in that regards, I like it. It's the fact that it's, some parts of it is very cartoonish, some parts you can't get to. There's a few little glitches here and there that needs to be sorted out. But all in all, this map is playable if you like that kind of, you know, those irregular fields where they're not square. And also another thing is, guys, if you're putting a worker on this, you will end up doing half the contract or half the job yourself, okay? Because the worker just goes crazy on this map. He just can't operate it at all, in my opinion. Right, guys, so that's it for Marwell Manor. Tomorrow night, okay, well, we'll talk about this actually when we get to our next live stream, because we are going back on in another 5-10 minutes for our usual live stream, okay, guys? We're actually going back onto Old Style Countryside, the one where myself and Tubbfarmer is going head to head. So we will see you back there in about 10 minutes or so. We've also got a bit more information to discuss with you and stuff about how we're going to change up our streaming a little bit for you. We'll also then will give you the 3 map choices for the next map tour for tomorrow night, right? So guys, from myself, Chris, and from Tubbs, we'll see you in about 5 or 10 minutes. Hang in there. We will be right back.
All right. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you in just a little bit.